Of course. The incident you're referring to was a dramatic and widely shared event that encapsulates the rising tensions in air travel. Here is a detailed breakdown of what happened, the context, and the fallout. The incident, a breakdown at the gate. The event took place at Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas, LAS, at a Southwest Airlines gate. A male traveler, later identified as James L. Davis II, became increasingly agitated while waiting to board a flight. What triggered the meltdown? While the exact initial catalyst is unclear from the video, reports and the video itself suggest it was a combination of factors. A gate change. The flight's gate had been changed, a common but often frustrating occurrence. General frustration with the process. He appeared to be overwhelmed by the boarding procedures and crowd. Key moments from the viral video. The video, recorded by another passenger, shows Davis in a state of extreme distress. 1. The core question. He repeatedly yells at fellow passengers, "Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe flying with this?" He gestured erratically, seemingly referring to the chaotic environment or the airline's operations. 2. Confrontation with an employee. He aggressively approaches a Southwest Airlines gate agent, leaning over the counter and yelling directly at them. 3. Arguing with passengers. He engages in heated arguments with other travelers who tell him to calm down. At one point, he challenges a passenger, saying, "You're gonna whoop me. Then whoop me." 4. Expressing paranoia. His rhetoric suggests a feeling of being threatened or unsafe, though the threat is nebulous and based on the situation itself. He screams, "I'm not getting on no crash flight," implying a deep-seated fear and lack of trust. 5. The aftermath. The situation escalates to the point where airport police are called. Davis was ultimately removed from the airport, cited by police, and banned from flying on Southwest Airlines. Public and online reaction. The video spread rapidly across social media platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit, sparking intense debate. Majority reaction. Most viewers saw the video as a textbook example of air rage, and felt deep sympathy for the gate agents and fellow passengers subjected to the tirade. Many commented on the stressful nature of air travel post-pandemic and the need for better mental health resources. Divided opinions on safety. Some discussions centered on his repeated question, "Do you feel safe?" While his delivery was unhinged, a few commentators argued it touched on a legitimate, if poorly expressed, anxiety about airline operations and crowd control. Criticism of bystanders. A subset of online commentary questioned why more passengers didn't intervene, though the prevailing wisdom is that it's safest to let law enforcement handle volatile situations. Southwest Airlines response. While Southwest does not typically comment on specific individual cases, their response followed standard protocol for such incidents. 1. De-escalation and security. The gate agents initially attempted to manage the situation before alerting airport police, which is the correct procedure for threats or unruly behavior. 2. Denial of boarding. The individual was not allowed to board the aircraft. 3. Banning the passenger. He was issued a formal, no-fly, ban with the airline, a common consequence for this level of disruption. The bigger picture. Why did this go viral? This incident resonated because it's an extreme example of several broader trends. The post-pandemic, air rage, epidemic. Since 2021, there has been a significant and well-documented increase in unruly passenger incidents, often linked to mask mandates, at the time, and general travel stress. The FAA has reported record numbers of investigations. The stress of modern air travel, crowded planes, frequent delays, hidden fees, and a general feeling of a loss of control contribute to passenger frustration boiling over. Mental health and public spaces. The video sparked conversations about untreated mental health crises and how they manifest in public, putting employees and other citizens in difficult positions. The main character syndrome. In the age of social media, some individuals may act out more dramatically, knowing their actions could be recorded and make them the center of attention, even if briefly and infamously. In conclusion, the viral Southwest Airlines meltdown was more than just one man's outburst. It became a symbol of the heightened tensions in modern air travel, the challenges faced by airline staff, and the fine line between personal frustration and a public crisis.